GameRanx presents the 13 best survival games of 2015. If you love surviving and you love crafting and you love exploring, these are the games for you. So let's get right into it with number 13. Fortnight is the latest game from Unreal and Epic Games, the creators of the Gears of War series. Fortnite is a totally different game with a wacky cartoon style where you go out in the world, find materials, build up a fort, and protect yourself from monsters that come out at night. Fortnite doesn't look to take itself too seriously, and it's going to be free to play, so it might be worth checking out. Number 12. Reign of Kings is really cool because you get to live out your childhood medieval fantasies. Reign of Kings lets you actually be a king and build a really cool castle and storm other people's castles and knock them down. Yes, it's as awesome as it sounds. Number 11. Kona is an interesting survival adventure game that takes place in the northern Quebec woods in the 1970s. The player is on the quest to search for an entire missing community and does things like driving during a blizzard, exploring woods, and solving simple puzzles, and it looks really cool. Number 10. Survive the Nights is a game we've talked about on the gameranx channel before. It's a first-person multiplayer open-world survival game that is completely community-based and really ambitious. Every structure is unique, and more importantly, every structure and vehicle can be modified and reinforced with materials you find out in the world to survive the nights from zombies. Yeah, the zombie thing seems a little been there, done that, but this game really emphasizes realistic surviving mechanics. You have to heat your home, you have to hunt for food, you have to take care of yourself. It's really serious, and it looks like a lot of fun. Number 9. Before is a prehistoric survival game where you guide your tribe through the harsh realities of an unforgiving prehistoric world. In Before, you gotta hunt and garage, forage for food, find shelter, grow your tribe and your family and protect them, and you also have to develop cultures and religions. It's another really ambitious title that looks absolutely gorgeous with a unique, kind of cute art style. Number 8. Shelter 2 is a more unique open-world survival game, seeing as the player controls a mother lynx who looks after her kittens. Yeah, you really play as an animal in this game, and your job is to protect your babies from the harsh environments, starvation, and other predators out in the wild. The cool thing about Shelter 2 is that once you survive your first playthrough, the baby kittens will grow up, and then you can play as them in the next generation for your next playthrough. Number 7. Lacuna Passage is a story-driven exploration and survival game set on Mars. It's a bit more of a slower, story-based survival game inspired by games like Dear Esther. The game gives you 25 square miles of open terrain to explore all over Mars to look for your lost crew members. The coolest part is that there's actually Oculus Rift support, so now you can finally explore Mars to your heart's content. Number 6. Proven Lands is a procedurally generated 3D science fiction sandbox survival horror game. This one's a little different because it's quirky and it's third person. In the game, you explore a unique, vast science fiction sandbox, procedurally generated and studded with an AI storyteller. Yes, the game actually analyzes your playthrough and the AI creates a unique narration for your adventure. In Proven Lands, there's all kinds of aliens to meet and biomes to explore, and you're just yet another stranded astronaut hoping to survive. Number 5. The Flame in the Flood is a kickstarted survival game developed by veterans of BioShock, Halo, Guitar Hero, and Rock Band. In it, you travel by foot and by raft down a procedurally generated river as you scrounge for resources, craft tools, remedy afflictions, evade really scary wildlife, and most importantly, stay ahead of the coming rains. The river water basis for this survival game makes it seem really different, especially with a unique art style and gorgeous music. There's looting and crafting and stuff like that, but the unique thing is that NPCs in this game behave according to rules governing hunger, fear, aggression, and territory. It's really cool emotion and really makes you feel like a scavenger fighting for your life. Number 4. In the forest, players must survive on a forested island after becoming the lone survivor of yet another plane crash. You have to create weapons, tools, shelter, and find food. The cool thing about the forest is that your neighbors are a tribe of nocturnal, cannibalistic mutants who dwell deep in caves beneath the island. They're really unpredictable because sometimes the interactions with them are hostile and sometimes they're not. They're smart and sometimes they'll try and communicate with you. Other times they try and work together and coordinate attacks to take you down. These creepy guys really make for a unique experience and make the forest worth checking out. Number 3. Hey, did you ever see that movie Gravity? Well, have you ever wanted to actually live that out? That's what Adrift is. In Adrift, you're an astronaut and you can float in any direction through the open environment with zero gravity. The environment can be fully explored, but players will be restrained by exploring too far because of their oxygen limits. Yes, pretty much the main resource in this game is oxygen tanks, and that's the only way you can survive and explore further. You float through 5 areas, solving puzzles and discovering more of exactly what happened, and the real goal is just to survive and get home. It sounds really simple on paper, but if you watch the video, it's really epic and seems like a pretty unique experience. Number 2. H1Z1 is a survival sandbox, massively multiplayer online game. Say that 3 times fast. H1Z1 is very much a DayZ type of game where you survive in the open environment, hunting for food and weapons, and working with other players in real time. The beauty of H1Z1 is that it emphasizes multiplayer cooperation, trading, and real team building. The game developers really put an emphasis on players working together to actually survive against zombies. Teamworking and networking is going to be your best friend in this game, and the developers ultimately hope that it's not just another DayZ where people just shoot each other in the face immediately. Number 1. Stranded Deep is the number 1 game on this list because, frankly, it's fucking awesome. Yeah, it's basically another survival horror game where you hunt for food and survive and build yourself shelter, but this time it's on a tropical island. Yeah, you know, it's the one that PewDiePie plays all the time, but for good reason, because it's a blast. There's tons of different islands to explore, sharks to kill, crabs to hunt, sunken ships to look for treasure, trees to climb. There's so much to do in Stranded Deep, and that's why we put it on our list. So guys, those were a list of the 13 best survival games that you're going to be playing in 2015. Of course, let us know in the comments what your favorite survival game is. Which game do you really sink a lot of time into? And let us know if you agree with our list or not. Did we miss anything? We definitely want to know. But as always, liking this video really helps us out, and subscribing is even better because we do giveaways and stuff like this all the time. But thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.